Mead sophomore Nick Basson and his family are coming off one of the most terrifying weekends of their lives. Basson, a 16-year-old, suffered a stroke 9 days ago. He was airlifted to University Hospital in Denver, and he spent 4 days there. Nick had emergency surgery to remove a blood clot from his brain, and following an incredible recovery and support, he was able to watch his Mead Mavericks win the state championship tonight. On the court, Nick Basson is a sophomore sensation.
He's as good as just about any sophomore I would guess in the state. I mean, he can shoot it, he can handle it, he guards, he works hard, he can finish above the rim, and he's super coachable. He's a great teammate.
He's a great shooter, he's a good finisher, good ball handler, he handles pressure well. He plays great defense, and all of that, he's only a sophomore, so.
Nick is the Mavericks' third highest scorer.
I remember just playing ever since I can remember, actually. And I think that passion just grew over time.
9 days ago, the game that he's been playing since he was 4 was the last thing on his mind. A bright student, Nick found himself struggling with his homework.
And so I went to look to see what he was doing, and it was a really simple task. And I just kind of thought, well, that was kind of weird.
I looked in the mirror and I noticed I couldn't smile anymore.
And they immediately realized he was having a stroke.
Nick was rushed to Children's Hospital North.
Luckily, there was a helicopter that was at the North Campus.
I do remember going to the helicopter. I don't remember anything about it.
The 16-year-old was then flight for life to University Hospital in Denver, where he had emergency surgery to remove a blood clot from his brain.
And try not to panic too much so he wouldn't, but it was really hard.
Shock, obviously, and we just don't understand because he's a super healthy, active young kid, and it doesn't make any sense that someone who's 16 years old could have a stroke like that.
After 4 long days in the hospital, Nick returned home just in time to watch Mead's state quarterfinal game from his basement.
Nope. Yes. Good boy, JP.
That night, his Maverick brothers all wore t-shirts with Nick's name and number on them to show their love for their teammate.
They said they'd do it for Nick Basson. They did it. They came on the road.
To see him actually wearing them out there, that really meant a lot, and meant a lot to me, and made me pretty happy to see that.
Nick's been receiving all sorts of support from the Colorado basketball community.
Hey Nick, it's Evan Batty here from CU Basketball. I heard about what happened.
Who also suffered a stroke in his teens.
It will get better, and as long as you're improving and focusing on improving every day, life will come full circle. So get better, challenge yourself to keep talking, and any struggles you're facing, just keep challenging them to get better, and go Buffs.
I think that's great. Very, very inspirational too. It means a lot.
Nick has been steadily improving and was able to watch Mead win their semifinal game and cut the net in celebration.
So that really put a big smile on my face.
From the kid who couldn't smile just 9 days ago, Nick is riding high on the road to recovery and the state championship. As the clock was winding down here and Mead was about to win their first state championship since 1957, Nick's teammates came up to him individually, giving him hugs, telling him, "Nick, we did this for you. We did this for you." We're live in the Springs. I'm Scotty Gange.